Oh, this StreamYard confuses me all the time. I'm sorry, I've been talking. Can you hear me now? Nope. It's not working? No. Okay. All right, sorry, y'all. How's your night going? Hopefully everybody's having a good night. Any plans for this weekend? I wish I had a longer weekend. I wish it could be 3 days instead of 2. I always feel like Sundays is, well, a weekday, not a weekend, because I'm preparing for Monday. Because on Sundays, I'm like preparing my projects, my presentations for Monday when I go on site. So really, the only weekend I have is really Saturday. They were standing at the TikTok building? Lord. Lordy Lord. Damn shame. I can curse on this live. I'm not monetized, so I can curse up a storm. What type of shit was that? They really took their bingo brigade having asses to the headquarters? That's sick. Hey, Jason, you're new. Hey, Leisha. Hey, Neek. Hey, Lady B. Hey, getting started with Pilates. Getting started with Pilates. So I'm hosting a Pilates event tomorrow for my meetup group. The goal was to have 15, but luckily it's only 11 ladies. But this will be their first time going to Pilates. I usually go to Pilates like once a week, but every time I go, I still feel like I'm starting new. It's a new class. It's just a new session. I'm not a pro yet. You be in the bushes. Okay. Hey, Ebony. I'm gonna get a couple minutes. And yeah, I'm going for a drink tonight. I need a drink. After work, I definitely need a drink. My supervisor had me on 10. Like, working in procurement is not for the weak. If you like, I like procurement, but working, like doing contract negotiations can be a lot. But okay, we got 37 chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button. All right, so I just want to start off with the positivity. I want to give a shout out to Stormi Still of Canvas Beauty. Girl, you absolutely killed it. Don't let anyone take away your shine or make snarky remarks or snarky comments about how they helped you get here. This success is all you. This is all you, mama. I can't wait to get my hands on your hair products and body buff as well. I'm really excited for that. Hey, everybody. Hey, Brittany. Hey, BK. Hey, Lady Row. Stormi made over $1 million in sales in just 4 hours, I believe, or within 4 hours. And it wasn't likes. Yes, I'm throwing shade. It wasn't likes. It was actual sales. And I have to give her props, major props, for being live for an entire 8-hour shift. Like that she got some skills. Engaging with us and selling like a pro to her audience for 8 hours. Yeah, that's a skill. All 3.5. Definitely. She did her thing. They really stood outside? Yo, do y'all got pictures? Y'all got screenshots? I want to see this. And yes, I'm being messy. Thank you. She surely did. And did. You gotta give her props. And I absolutely love she brought Destiny on. It really gave off like bestie vibes and a sense of sisterhood. I think this is a fantastic opportunity for Destiny to learn the ropes of running a business and selling products to her audience. Plus, Stormi is just, full of life and energy. It was just truly amazing to see. Like, for doing that shit for 8 hours, yeah. Let me see. Oh, she was joking about. She said that she might go. No, she better not. She need a break. I can't believe those heifers went up to TikTok headquarters to protest. Y'all better send me the pictures. I want to see that shit. Okay. Also, I definitely encourage you all, everyone, to check out Stormi's interviews or read articles about her. I love how she stays humble and expresses gratitude for all her experiences, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because at the end of the day, it shaped her into the incredible person that she is today. Like, none of us can knock her hustle. Like, we could learn a thing or two from her. Yeah, I really want to get the perfume, but girl, after I shopped at Canvas Beauty, I went to go buy some new work clothes since I'm back on site. I hate that I'm back on site. I had to buy some new work clothes, like new blazers, new suits, skirts. So I really went ham shopping on TikTok Shop and some Spanx too. Let's see. Let me look at my notes. Okay, so now that we got the positivity out the way, let's get into the mess. Let's see who's on this docket. And Miss Melody Holt, yes, you're on the docket. It's not Melody Cherie Rogers. No, it's Miss Melody Holt. Come to the front. It come to light that you were allegedly involved with a married man, your security guard. If this is true, I'm truly I'm disappointed in you, Melody. Mellow, giraffe neck. I know she got 50 million names, y'all. You're messing with a married man, allegedly. Yes, now look. I know, like, I love giving you the real tea. That's my boy. He was like, I'm paraphrasing, like, she needs her back broken, basically. Let her get dick. I don't know if I can say it. Let her get dick down. Let her get some ping. She need it, I guess. But it still doesn't give her excuse for what she did. I mean, if that's true, it shouldn't give an excuse for her to mess with a married man. Yes, Martell cheated on you, but again, that doesn't give you the right to do the same to someone else. I would expect someone like you who has experience in betrayal in their marriage to avoid causing pain to another woman. I wouldn't want to partake in another woman's pain after my experiences of being cheated on. Let me look at y'all comments. Yes, allegedly, because yeah, I know how y'all get allegedly. Cause ma'am, literally, when I found that ish out last night, I was like, whore. You are a whore, not a hoe. Whore. If that's true, a whore. If that is really true, you a whore, mama. You a whore. You better not be messing with no married man. And here's another thing I did not like. Everybody kept on saying, because I was in giving you the real tease comments saying, who leaked this information? Who leaked it? And somebody was like, oh, it's just public records. I don't give a fuck if it's public records. I didn't even know about this. I wasn't digging into this shit. That ain't my life. Who has time to look at public records like that? I don't. I got bills. I got a job. I got things to do. So again, who released this information to YouTube bloggers? That's what I was trying to get at before Tanya bitch ass was trying to read me down. And mama, you didn't read me down. You thought you ate, but you didn't. Okay. Hold on, let me see. What? Yeah, and now when I went on Butterflies Live this morning, it makes sense. It was you, Melody. You leaked that information allegedly. You did. That was none of our business. That shit should have been handled behind closed doors. Like, we shouldn't be in that. YouTubers do not have to be in that. Bloggers doesn't have to be in that. But I guess you needed that out because you didn't do so well on your TikTok live. You needed us to forget that catastrophe that happened this past Sunday. That's why it was released. Squirrel. Who? Tanya, what you talking about? Who? Yeah. But now Queen Desperate is talking about like Mello is going to be leaving the show in her this upcoming live. I think that's happening next week or something. If she leaves the show, so be it. You can still get your credit. You still get your check for being an executive producer, I guess. I will look after working in film for some time. I would rather be behind the scenes instead of on camera. You make way more money being behind the scenes than on camera, and that's just from my experience being a production assistant. Wait, what did she do, Melissa? Oh, wait, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, with that whole court thing. Not you, Tanya, not you. It's that heifer that's on my community post that was trying to read me, but she didn't read me. She didn't eat. She did a shitty job. She had that Fantasia Glenn Close type of wig on. And I was like, before you come for me, you need to check yourself. And I could have done worse, but my boyfriend was like, calm it down. Let's back it up. I was like, okay. Yeah, I don't believe it either. And the way she was telling Kim, I think her name is Kim, that was on her live this past Sunday. But yeah, that's my show. Yeah, that's my show. Yeah. That's the show that I present. Did she say I present this show? Or that's the show I present? Yeah. wait, when I was in Giving You the Real Tease live, and y'all was telling me my comments would be deleted, I was like, what? What I do? All I did was talk about her wig. She did have a horrible wig. Well, no. Actually, I found out later on it wasn't a wig. It was actually her hair. And I was like, girl, baby, you must be using Melody's hair products or something. I don't know, because that's a whole different story. No. If it is true that she's messing with a married man, no, keep that on the show. I want to see it. I want to see the mess. That's why I'm there. That's why I'm here. I'm watching it. Is it that guy who she was sleeping with allegedly, one of the producers? Because I just found that out a few days ago. Let me see. I had some notes down what I wanted to also talk about. Yeah, but everybody kept on talking about she should like mess around with her bodyguard. She needs it. They kept on saying because Martell has always been lying. So it's probably not true that she was messing with the married man. Martell is probably lying. But I'm like, one minute y'all say Martell is telling the truth when he's talking about the Scots. But in the same breath, if he's not talking about the Scots and he's calling out Melody's BS, then you guys are saying, oh, he's lying. Okay. Hey, Kiwa. Hey, Butterfly. Hey, Live For Me. Hey, Dr. Melissa. Dr. Melissa, I got a question. Wait, are you actually a doctor, or was that like shade to Dr. Shanita Foster? Because when I saw that, I was like, what? Oh, yeah. Well, everybody did say they were sisters. Yes, you did. Let's see. Also, you guys, they were talking about like Melody doesn't lie. Melody always tell the truth. She always speaks facts and present evidence. But these past couple of days, everything that she's been saying and talking out the side of her neck has been a lie, allegedly, because I thought that you guys say that she changed her name, that she's actually Melody Cherie Rogers or Melody Cherie. There's no Holt. But when I pulled up her F rating on BBB website, it says Melody S. Holt. So again, who's the liar? Who be lying? Honorary. Okay. Congrats. And if he has one, they're going to be applauding. They're going to be rejoicing about it. Who in the hell went up to that TikTok headquarters? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Oh, and also about the Chemist. Okay, I'm not knocking the Chemist hustle. I actually applaud her for what she was doing. Because my friend is actually a chemist, but she has a degree, but no shade. But I get it. But again, I don't like when Melody puts it out there like my products are legit. My products are not Alibaba trying to throw shade Stormi. And if that's the case, maybe you should have got your products from Alibaba because they look like shit. To be honest, it look it that scrub, mama, that scrub, hot ass mess. You should have got your products from Alibaba. Alibaba products are way better than that. And your chemist did that? That's sad. And I also like when I was watching the chemist, her YouTube channel. Again, I'm not knocking her hustle. You got to applaud her for starting her own business, you know. But when I was watching the origins of her business, her brother was throwing shade at her, how she doesn't stick with anything. And she was about to graduate, receive her degree like in 54 days, but she decided to go like, venture out to start her own business. But she was playing off with words as well in her origin video, just like Melody plays with words as well. Henrietta, ma'am, you don't like me. Why the fuck are you on my page? If you don't like someone, why are you on their page? Make it make sense, ma'am. She's not making any money. And quite frankly, I believe I'm making more money than her. I got a good salary and good benefits. I think I'm making a bit more money than her. But you can carry on. It does, and the body buff look like it just smells so good. Like I just want to eat it. Yep. I agree. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Anybody can come up, give your piece, your 2 cents. But I am gonna like keep this live short because I think Unpopular has a live too, and then it's someone else that I watch. I think Michi X. I watch Michi X as well, so I'll put the link in if anybody wants to come up. Who was there? Y'all can drop names if you want to. Who was there? I want to know. Yeah, I am really happy for Stormi. Over 1 million, or was it over 2 million now? Let's see what these likes are doing. I'm hungry. Let me see. This StreamYard is so difficult. Okay. They weren't expensive either. Oh, someone came up. Hold on. Did anybody get arrested? Oh. Hey, how are you?
I am good. How are you? Good evening, everybody. I drove up to TikTok headquarters because I live out here, and nobody was out there.
Nobody was okay.
No, I drove up there. I arrived there at 12:38 p.m. I took a picture of the sign outside there. There was nobody out there, not one single solitary person. There were like some regular people that were just walking around. I drove because I'm from here, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like I said, it's in Culver City. I drove over there, and nobody was over there. So no,
Oh.
no picketing, no people. I didn't see a speckle of pepper outside at all. Nobody that looked like us. Nobody.
Oh, so those people, I guess the bingo brigade was just talking.
They were talking and they weren't doing. Nobody showed up. It wasn't a picket sign. It wasn't a person. I did see people, but nobody that looked like us.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I took a picture. I can send it to you because I took a picture in real time. I drove over there specifically because I was nosy. I was like, let me go see if people are really going to show up with signage to stand out here and protest against this woman. And they did not. That
Mm-hmm.
didn't happen. So if they said they did, where were they? Because I was over there. Like, and I should have time. Like, I can show a timestamp, but I actually should have gotten my behind out the car. Like, I took a picture from my windshield, but I took a picture of the sign. Like,
Was it
no,
in a
nobody
big
was there.
campus? Is it like does it look like a big campus? Is it huge headquarters?
Yeah, it's an outside. You can see that there's a couple other things at the place. So there's a couple other businesses that are also. It looks like a campus where there are a couple other businesses that are there as well. But no, there and you can't see anything from outside.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not actually within the TikTok campus, you can't see anything from outside. There's no way for you to know what's going on inside the building. You just see that it says TikTok. You would have to park somewhere, and there's like underground parking and everything. You can't just pull up. There's actually no parking on that side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to park on the opposite side, on the other side of Bristol, and there's not very much parking on that side of Bristol either.
Okay.
You can park on Hannum. If you go up Hannum, you may be able to park up there, but there's very minimal parking on the left side of Bristol, and there's none on the side where TikTok actually is.
Okay. So they just said in the comments in the chat that she was actually in Huntsville.
I saw that eventually when I was watching her chat, I heard her say, "I'm at my warehouse."
Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. I mean, I will have it there too, especially if I'm like hearing people threatening to like protest at the headquarters and they think that I'm going to be there. Well,
Yeah,
they went
because I when people and I think when people I and maybe she decided to switch up when she got wind of everybody saying, "Oh, we're gonna, you
out.
know,
Hmm.
protest outside of headquarters." Maybe she decided to make the switch, which I think probably was a very smart thing to do on her part
Right.
because who wants to bring that type of heat? And then also it allowed her in real time, like what she showed herself doing. They were packaging stuff while the live was actually going on,
That's what's up.
which was really smart on her end. It's like
Right.
people are making orders and she's actually packaging orders in real time. So
Hmm.
some of these things are going to go out today,
See, that was a
which
smart
was,
friend.
yeah, which was really, really smart. So it kind of worked in her favor. Like the negativity that people were putting on her actually flipped and worked in her favor. So rather than her even coming out here, she stayed at the warehouse, did the live from there, packaged things from there, and went that route. But nobody was there. Nobody showed up out there. No, because even if she wasn't actually there, if they chose to protest, they still could have protested outside of TikTok if they wanted to, but they did not.
Hmm.
Nobody was there.
Well, that was a smart move on her end. I just hope maybe they would tone it down a bit after today. I would be quiet if I was them. I would
And
definitely be quiet if I was them, especially after the BS that they pulled these past couple of days. Yeah, it's not going to look good.
and seeing some of the comments, seeing people saying, "Oh, she should just shut up. What are they gonna do? The TikTok ban is coming. So what? She just needs to shut up." Why are you mad at this woman's success?
And it's the
Like,
same
if
one.
any,
Is this the same one who's trying to do a civil suit against her?
no, the person I saw wasn't. The person I saw speaking on it was supposed to be one of these ones that's trying to be in the middle. She ain't really in the middle, but she's trying to be. The
Hmm.
person that I saw that was speaking on it, she's more one of those people that's just trying to make a dollar off the situation. She really don't give a damn about any of these people. She just want to make money off of whatever story she can. Honestly, she don't really. She don't care. She's gonna report on everything. If Mel hiccups, she gonna talk about it because it's something to talk about. She's gonna report on everything. So if Stormy coughs, she gonna report on that too because it's something to make money off of. She doesn't really particularly care about. I don't think she has an allegiance to anybody. She's more about making money off of every single story that comes out, no matter what it is.
That's exhausting. Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about, Dr. Melissa. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I already gave my 2 cents on her in my community post.
Yeah, I didn't. Thank you, Dr. Melissa, for me not having to get any deeper than that. But that was the thing. And in her comments, I don't know what she said about the live because I didn't listen. I just was reading the comments, and the people in the comments were like, "Stormy just needs to shut the hell up." Why would I shut up when I'm having successful sales? Why would I stop talking when I'm making $1 million in 3.5 hours? Baby,
Right.
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna do all the things.
But Stormy usually keeps to herself. She usually talking about her business. She don't talk anything regarding the show. So I'm like a bit confused why they think that way. She doesn't say anything about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Well, the only time I ever heard her say anything about Love and Marriage Huntsville was today when she was introducing Destiny in her live. Hold on a sec. I
And
receive. Okay, you can finish. Sorry.
no, and that's the thing because but that's one of the good things about the fact that Stormy actually stayed in her warehouse. Those people are packaging orders right now. People's stuff is going to go out so freaking quickly. I placed my order and it was like, oh, you're gonna get it on this day, you're gonna get it on that day. I was like, well, damn. Like usually it'll take you at least a couple days to process the order. It's literally saying, hey, we got your order, it's gonna be processed. This is when you're gonna get it. I was like, well, oh, okay.
That's I gotta applaud her for that. Clap for that.
Especially because she's doing a lot of orders. Like the amount of stuff that TikTok, I like TikTok, but TikTok messes with my ADHD. It's too much stuff going on the screen. It's a little busy for me.
Yeah, it is.
It's, it stresses me out a little bit, so I can't watch it the whole time because it makes me dizzy. But I was like, "Go, Stormy!" Like I placed my order. Okay, I gotta go now. I'll come back in a minute and look and scream and cheer, and then I gotta go.
Yeah, TikTok is a bit addicting for me because I use TikTok for like Chicago hidden gems, like hidden spots in the city, or like things around the house, or clothes. I think I need to calm down with the clothes and what's called home goods, home resources as well. I spent too much money today. I was like, I'm gonna have to calm it down a little bit.
I didn't realize I had a problem until I had to downsize my apartment. I had to go from a
Mm-hmm.
two-bedroom to a one-bedroom. And now that I'm in this one bedroom, I haven't even been able to completely unpack because I don't know where all this stuff is supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's stuff I don't want to get rid of anything, but mm-mm. And I'm still buying things instead of getting rid of things, and then I don't have anywhere for the things to go. So
Yeah.
it's a problem. We're gonna work on that. I need to talk to somebody about that. It's a bit of a problem.
Well, I think you guys should definitely use TikTok. Just learn more about the app because I think that app is really good. I feel like it's better than YouTube and Facebook. Shit, even Instagram.
I'm trying to learn it. I'm trying to actually learn it because I want to. I said I'm going to go back and start posting content. I'm trying to learn how to navigate it. I feel like I'm in my old lady phase, and I'm like, God, I got to learn another app. Do I have to? Must I?
I think
Jesus Christ.
somebody just came on. Oh, and also, like, what are your 2 cents about like this Melody messing with the married man? Allegedly, because I know how y'all get. And her
I
chemist.
I think that we should not know what the hell's going on with that court case. I think it is very convenient that we keep finding out everything except how much she sold on her TikTok. I think we keep hearing about everything except what happened on her TikTok live. Why is that? Why do we hear about every single thing except your numbers from your TikTok live? We are having every other conversation under the sun. It doesn't matter what the conversation is. And now, of course, we always have to go back to something that makes Martell look bad. I personally feel if you're in a very egregious, aggressive, crazy situation with your baby daddy now, because that's your ex-husband, why are you agitating somebody like that? These kids didn't need to come to California because you knew they weren't going to be on camera. You know it's time for them to still be in school. You weren't going to be out here that long. Those kids could have stayed. They could have stayed in Alabama. You could have came out here, did that couple of hours for that live, and went back home. Especially if you were just going to leave them with your mother anyway. It was
Mm-hmm.
almost like you did it to be an irritant, caused a situation. Now there's a situation. All of that was unnecessary. And I don't know if you're sleeping with that man or not. It really ain't my business, but I mean, hey, you the one that said you got international cooch. You might have pool boy cooch. I don't know. I,
Oh, she did say that. She did. Yeah.
she did. She did.
Wait, and also, I didn't. They doxed his wife. They actually put the wife name out there
Oh
or the
no.
picture.
Who? The security man?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
that's
wow.
out of control.
That's
That's
bad.
out of line.
I'm telling y'all, single white females. Hey, Lady Ro, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So tell me what's your thoughts on like Stormy and like Melody and the married a security guard?
I have a lot of thoughts on Stormi. I am ecstatic with the way her actually turned out. When Stormi first hit the scene, I really wasn't feeling her. I didn't like her aura.
Same.
But to be honest, you can't take away from a good product. She
Right.
had a good hair product. Um, and I was at the beauty shop one day, and this lady was sitting next to me, and I was like, "Girl, you put Vaseline on your legs every day?" I go to the beauty shop every 2 weeks, so me and this lady know each other pretty well. And she goes, "No, girl, this is Body Glaze by Canvas Beauty." So I said, "Body?" She said, "I know you've seen it all over TikTok and."
Lady? Hello?
Can you hear me? I'm sorry, I don't know what my phone.
I can hear you now.
Okay, I think my screen closed, so it took my mic down. So I said, "Well, that's the lady from Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm not sure if I want to purchase." She said, "Rhonda's worth the money." So I actually bought and I have eczema, so I'm really particular about my skin because the slightest little thing will make me itch and break out. And I bought one jar for $25. Just gonna try it out and loved it. And when I say that I've been using it well over a year, and I put it on every morning after I shower, and I haven't had any breakouts at all. I've even added the drops to it. So I think when you find a product that is good, just continue with, especially when you have skin that is irritated really easily. So I really, I'm proud of Stormi. I think that getting off the show is probably really good for her brand.
I 100% agree.
I think these women, I have over the last week just kind of combed through YouTube, which is how I found you. I found Butterfly, Unpopular Opinion podcast. I found all of them by just scrolling through TikTok. But I ran across groups of ladies. There was a group called Gossip Women or Gossip Girls or something of that nature. I'm not really sure. But it was a group of older women, which really made me feel kind of bad. They just sit up and just talked about everybody on the show. Literally everybody. Destiny, Tisha, Stormi, um, who else is on there? I mean, they talked about everybody but Sunny and Mel. And so I put in the chat, don't you find it ironic that everybody is an issue but Mel? Doesn't anybody else find that strange? That none of these people came on at the same time except Tisha and Kimmy, right? Tisha and Kimmy came on with Mel originally, and now they're on the.
Hello? Hello?
I hate this. I'm sorry. My screen keeps closing. I'm sorry, you guys.
No, that's fine.
But we hate. It was Kimmy and Tisha came in first, and then we don't like Tisha and Kimmy. Then it came Destiny and Tiffany. Tiffany's gone, but now we don't like Destiny. Then Stormi came in. We like Stormi, but now we don't like Stormi, right? So everybody's on the outs, and now I'm seeing on TikTok, on Instagram, Nell is hanging out with the Scotts. So is she on the outs too? So it kind of just raises a big flag. What is really the problem? Is nobody else seeing that maybe Mel is an issue? Because there's no way that you can tell me that if you watched the show, I rewatched it to make sure I wasn't missing anything. I still don't understand why she hates Tisha, and I definitely don't understand why she hates Stormi. I don't get any of it. Maybe some things that happen on the outside, but I listen to these ladies dog Stormi out about it. No one wanted the product, so I chimed into the chat and I said, "You cannot tell me that no one supports this product when this lady on her last major TikTok had $1 million in sales. You can't tell me that." I said, no matter how you look at it, this is a product that's just not supported by Black people. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I saw white ladies in there buying like crazy tonight. Mama June from Honey Boo Boo. Mama June was in there buying tonight.
Okay.
I screenshotted some of the winners, and in every screenshot of the winners of those because she gave away five free products in every giveaway, right?
Yeah.
And every one of those, I screenshotted. I have about 2,500 screenshots from tonight. But there was always Caucasian women there, Hispanic women. So it's not just us that support, but it's us that's beating her up. And that pisses me off more than anything. I will never ever support Mel again because I see the fire that she has put up under these women to go, and they think it's okay. The lady finally said, well, maybe I'm wrong, and everybody has their preference or whatever, whatever. Then she goes, someone screams out, well, she can't even sell hair products because she owes the distributor. I said, there are hair products on her website. Do y'all watch or do you read? Or y'all all just simple minded? You can't tell me that you guys think you're smart. And as Mel say, we're critical thinkers if you don't even bother to do the slightest investigation. And of course, I exited out because I'm one of them kind of people that shake tables. So I got up out of that. And as far as this Martell and Melanie's custody situation, it's really to me a sad situation because custodies can be tricky. Um,
I
I,
I would also add when Stormy, she even mentioned in her live today
mhm.
that she was in the retail business and like a lot happened, but she thought she was going to lose her business because of it. She admitted that.
Right,
I
right.
don't
She did.
understand why people do not get that. She admitted that there were some problems with that. I mean,
Mhm.
I guess with the hair products, but
Right,
she
right.
said she got her business back. I don't understand why why they're not grasping or understanding when she talks about her past experience and how she came about right now, how she came to be right now.
Right. I agree with that 100%.
And
Uh,
I also shout out just one. Hey Isaiah, hey baby. Sorry y'all, that's my old coworker from my last job before I got this one. Hey Isaiah. Okay.
and another thing, just to piggyback off of that, the watching these women supporting Kyle, a pale man taking over a
Uh,
black woman, trying to take over a
Calvin
black woman's
Candy.
business.
Yeah, I call
Yeah,
him Calvin
yeah.
Candy.
No,
That
but
that
we can't skip the fact that initially, I am so sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. We
you mean
can't skip the fact that initially they said he wasn't real. They said
right.
that Kyle wasn't a real person. They said he was a paid actor. Then once they started to believe him, once him and Stormy had a falling out, then it was, yeah, now we praising the white man. Because at first they said a white man shouldn't even be speaking to black women in black spaces. And who the hell does he think he is? As soon as they fell out, it was like, Kyle, get her for everything she got. I hope he tears her business apart. I hope he takes her for everything. Well, wait a minute. I thought he wasn't real. I thought he was a paid actor. Do
Right.
you see how we are hopscotching? We're playing leapfrog all over the place. As long as you can tear this woman apart, you don't care
Yes,
how you do it.
how
How
you do it.
insane is that?
Mhm. And we're gonna move the goalpost at each bound. As close as you get to the
Yes.
goal, we're gonna move a little bit further back. With the Kyle thing tonight, I watched a lady. I'm not gonna mention her name. She's a content creator. I call her a pick me. She's normally on live. She's really obsessed with male, and her wig's always sideways. And she normally has on a nightgown. Really annoying.
Hmm.
But she's definitely a pick. And if I wasn't afraid to get a strike on my channel, I would do a whole YouTube about her. Anywho, um, she was on tonight and she said that she made the statement that Stormy was going to have to pay Kyle out of the money she made selling TikTok. I said, where do y'all just? I even said, do y'all pull this stuff out of your butt and just release it in
Yeah.
the air? I mean, is it like a fart? It just pops out, and who cares where it goes? What is the issue? Where do you get that from? She terminated her contract with Kyle effectively in July. This woman owns a business. She has a team of attorneys. This isn't her. I'm sure this isn't the attorney's first rodeo. Just like she was able to afford to have Kyle on retainer, she's able to afford to have these attorneys on retainer to do her bidding for her. And I think it's upset. It's insane. It's absurd. It's disgusting. It's it's horrible for us to think that it's okay to allow someone to come in and take over someone's business, which was already established. And we have to, Kyle was a marketing director. He did not create any of these products. And
Exactly.
Hmm.
Stormy was the face of the product. She is the face of Chemist Beauty. She is a sole proprietor. And if he better come in court with some concrete paperwork, or he's going to be laughed out of federal court. I'm just telling you. And federal court has the opportunity to knock it right on back down to the little courts. And because I really am really curious to see how this works out, because we all know that Stormy has paid him millions of dollars. It's nothing new.
Paid him $3 million. That's good enough.
Right. She has paid him
Right.
millions of dollars.
Allegedly, allegedly,
Um,
allegedly.
allegedly. There you go. And as far as the as Martell and Mel go, I think at this point they're doing tit for tat. And like I said, when it comes to child custody agreements and disagreements, it can be really, really nasty. Like really, really nasty, where you have to tell the other parent if the child has a cold or if they don't go to school. I've been there, so I know it's not anything easy to do. Um, and but you have to. That's what makes it more important that you stay on your p's and q's. And the fact that they're back in court is totally Mel's fault. Martell was probably waiting on it something to happen, and bam, we go back to court. And I'm sure you got four kids. The littlest one normally always tells. The youngest one normally tells everything because they don't have a filter. Children are truth tellers, and I'm sure she just so and so was driving Grammy's car. Oh, so and so was kissing mommy on the couch. I saw him. I went in to get me some juice. That's what children do. My grandbabies come and tell me all kinds of stuff. They have me looking upside their parents' heads. But it is something that I really think is unfortunate, but I understand it. I understand it. These are their children, right? They're not our children. This is their children. And as far as grandparents go, grandparents don't have a right. We don't have rights. You go to court to get grandparents' rights.
That's true.
And
That's very
and
true.
if Van wants to get rights to see her grandchildren, she not only has to sue Martell, she also has to sue Melody. She has to sue both parents. That's how that works.
Hmm.
So I really think that this is a situation that does not need to be played out in the public court of opinion, because there are fragile lives at stake. These are children. There are court orders in place, and the court deciphers who take, if you don't do the orders right or wrong, what happens to you. I have a friend right now who spent 6 months in jail because she decided she was not going to go along with a court order on
Ooh,
custody.
six
And
months.
the 6 months, the
Hmm.
judge, she actually fraudulently had a piece of paper the judge said was fraudulently signed with his signature. He said he never signed it, and he ordered her to jail for 6 months for contempt of court. 6 months.
Mm.
People better take this stuff seriously. They may think it's all a joke. Oh, Martell's doing X, Y, and Z. Those are his kids. He has just as much right to his kids as she does. She said all along that he was a good parent and he was hands on, and she was not. Marlene even called her lazy because she said Martell worked slave and came home with kids and cooked. So
I just knew
that's,
it was going to get messy. I knew
yeah,
once they got the divorce, that was going to go downhill after that. Because
Uh,
she really wants to be famous, and she'll do anything to get it, even harm the people around her. So I knew it was going to go downhill.
right, right. Martell said that. Martell said that this was what she wanted. She wanted the fame. Remember, he said he never really wanted to be on the show. That was what he did it because that was what she wanted.
and I feel like I think the forcing of he's already been tried in the court of public opinion. The people that don't see it for him already don't see it for him. We don't have to go back and forth trying to make him seem like a worse person. People have already made that decision. But when it comes down to this whole court situation, we should not be involved. We should not know the intimate details of the court proceedings when it has anything to do with these children. This is not our business. And at the end of the day, you have four children together. Both of them need to figure out how to do what's best for these kids. All these hurt feelings and hurt emotions and all this anger they feel for each other, both of them got to suck that up. Get over it. Get
I
over
agree.
you being mad at her, you being mad at him. None of that matters. None of
Right.
it. Figure out how to do what's best for these children. Suck up your anger, suck up your hurt feelings, and move past that for the sake of these kids. But right now, everybody is too busy trying to take shots at each other, and the kids are the only ones getting hit.
Right.
Hmm.
I wonder would it be this way if she wasn't on Love and Married Trynsville?
No, it wouldn't be.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think it would be.
I think they would still be together.
I do too. I agree with
Oh
that.
yeah,
And you know
absolutely,
what?
absolutely.
Miss Marcella said something earlier today on her live about the court documents. Like he filed it around three something, I believe she said, and they were um, leaked at around five. And I just wonder, because I heard you say that Mel leaked them, but normally once papers are filed, they have to be served, right? They go to your attorney and then they're served to you. Would she have had an opportunity to even know that they were at the courthouse? Because that sounds like something that happened inside. But that's just my little mind playing around.
He said something inside.
Yeah, that sounds like an inside job at the courthouse. Like someone from the inside of the courthouse leaked those
Oh,
documents. Because if they were electronic submitted at a certain time by an
yeah.
attorney and they were released 2 hours later, the other party hadn't had an opportunity to be served with those paperwork before they were leaked. That's someone that courthouse leaked that information. It would probably, and I believe their case is sealed. And if it is, I believe someone should get to the end of who leaked that paperwork.
Yeah, because I've been
Yeah.
trying to figure out who really did it. That's why I was asking questions and giving you the real teas live because I'm like, this makes no sense. Nobody was looking for these court docs. That seems like more of a private matter. So who released this information? And I remember, I know Miss Van and Melly have been known for like releasing information to the blogs. That's why I was trying to figure out who did this.
And that's why I feel at this moment it is far more. It's so lucrative for so many people that a lot of people don't care what story comes out as long as a story comes out. The information that comes out, they don't care what that is. As long as it's something to do with melody and pain, it's money involved in that. So as long as
Yeah,
like even last week when she was spiraling and it was the phone gate and all that kind of stuff, everybody was okay with that because that made people a lot of money. They was good with it until she got mad about it. And when she
hmm,
went and had the secret squirrel meeting and told everybody to shut the hell up, because for a moment you couldn't get people to stop talking about that phone and the whole situation. But as soon as we all kept talking about how you put that bounty on that girl's head, all of a sudden it was like everybody stopped talking about it. No, we're not going to stop talking about it because you just put this woman in danger.
And it was very wrong of her to do that. It was wrong.
Yeah, because look at the economy we're in. I know people right now today, if you offering $2,000, I know somebody that would have called you and said, I got that heifer in the trunk. What you want?
right,
Is the money
right,
available? I got her tied up. What's up? I need that money right now. And
Right.
now you sitting over there like, it wasn't that serious. Yes, it's that serious. People out here are struggling. People are going through hell and high water, and you're going to tell somebody you're offering $2,000 for information. Hell, I'll bring you the whole damn body. You ain't got to worry about information. You don't need a phone number. I got the girl. What you want?
You know what, Melissa, you may be onto something because I mean I did see a couple pictures of how they look and who they are and how they could possibly be related allegedly. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Hmm.
That's how I'm gonna say alleged, but I wouldn't be surprised because the way that person was going in on Stormy, now trying to do a
That,
civil suit, it makes
and
sense.
it is, and it's also very interesting how prior to when this show has been on for 8 seasons, it seems like we've been doing this for 12 years at this point. 12 years of
yes,
12 years of slave. It's 12 years of slave at this point. We the people are tired. But with this show initially there were so many content creators and you would go from channel to channel. Everybody was respectful. People wouldn't go live at the same time. People would shoot to other people's lives. If I was live it would be like, hey, I'm done, make sure y'all go over to Tyler's live. I'm going to put up your channel so people can jump from mine to yours. It was so respectful. All of a sudden it got messy and it got ugly. People started to be attacked. People's channels started to get struck. Then the lawsuit showed up.
Hmm.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, now people are being sued. Why are people being sued? How am I getting sued because of an opinion? And just because my opinion doesn't align with your opinion, you're suing me? Because you don't like something I said? How am I getting sued over an opinion?
insane.
Like, how did we get here? You
Hmm.
show up places you're unwelcome, unwanted, you got checked for it, and you think you can sue. You're gonna sue me because you, and either you're gonna sue me, or then you come with the insults. Oh, you're ugly, or you're fat, or you're broke. Because I made a point and I made a valid point. So now you have to attack me personally because you can't negate what I'm saying.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm ugly. I'm ugly because I'm right, or I'm fat because I'm right, or I'm broke because I'm right. That's what we're doing. Oh, it's just because you're a hater. But Mel was still wrong. I can be fat, I can be broke, and I can be ugly, but Mel was still wrong. All those
Right.
things could be true about me, and Mel is still wrong. So after you're done insulting me personally, we're still going to circle back to the fact that Mel was wrong. Are we're still going to come back to that.
Hmm. I told a lady yesterday, I said, the very fact that you're on your live saying that, no one's going to buy Stormi products and this, that, and the other, and why would you buy perfume you can't smell? But you go out and you buy things every day on TikTok and in the store that's sealed up. You've never tasted it. You just buy it and you don't question it or anything. I said, but in the same sense, you supported um, Mel's line, and I'm sure she didn't send you any samples. And you,
Right.
whatever you're sitting at, or maybe you didn't support, maybe you just like to talk. And but in the same sense, I said, she goes, well, reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because Stormi, um, she did a text to Mel or something. I said, and Stormi has said not one thing. She hasn't mentioned Mel. She hasn't mentioned the millimeters. She is over there working her business while you over here stressing out about a text message that apparently wasn't even sent by Stormi. Doesn't it sound deranged to you? She blocked me, but anyway.
But even in that, we still won't get past the fact that, remember, Mel did a live and said, I won't even let a phone that Martell had in my home. I put them in the flower pot outside because I think he's recording me.
Right.
Y'all seem to forget that part. Then somehow Tank has a phone that Arion had. I'm still trying to figure out how that phone ended up in your house because I remember that live, Mel. Because at that time, I was a supporter of you. At that time, I was really like, he is really acting a fool with her. I don't like how he's treating her. There was a time where I was really like, they're doing Mel so wrong. Like, God, they got to stop doing her like that. Like, I was really over here like, damn, they should stop doing her that way. This is very, very wrong. And eventually, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, sweetie, you're kind of part of the problem here.
Right.
I
Mm,
saw through Mel from episode one. I don't know why. She, and originally, when, because I've watched the show since it first came on, she was not
Hmm.
liked by the fans at all
No,
originally,
she wasn't. She
because
wasn't.
she was snappy with everybody. She thought she was better than the rest of the group, and even the other group, the rest of the group, Kimmy and Tisha. That time they was getting massaged. That was their whole thing. Was them trying to tell her that she was always trying to act like she was bougie and much better than they were, and they didn't like it. But people, for some reason, when this came down to the cheating, they zeroed in on that, and Tisha became the enemy. And I know Tisha whines, but I really think deep down, Tisha is a really good person, a good business person. Apparently, she has two master's degrees and seems to be living okay. Um, but people just love to make fun of her, and I hate that. I don't know why, but it bothers me. Her speech impediment doesn't stop anything other than she just has difficulty saying words. But I'm also a nurse, so I have a lot of empathy for people. But I don't know. I see that this show is not going to be any good until Mel leaves it. I think the other crew in this group will be great, but Mel has to go, and maybe Martell too.
she be
I
alright.
don't
She be
I
fine.
don't think that the show, and for me, I don't think that the show can go anywhere because I think that the dark cloud that the Holts have put on the show, I don't think that you can get away from it. I don't think that there's enough sunshine with everybody else to take over the dark cloud that the Holts have put over the show.
Hmm.
I don't think there's anywhere for them to go to get around it. I don't think you can get around it. I think it's too big.
Yeah,
Well,
you're probably right.
what you say?
I said she's probably right about that.
I do believe that. Okay, I'm like 50-50. Melody shouldn't be on the show, but if she chooses to be on the show, they definitely should like dive into the story between her and that security guard. Because the more I'm digging up about him in those pictures, Summer's not riding the buttermilk with that man or her. Their dynamic. And I just want to know, is it really true that he's married?
He is married.
Mm, they should
Well,
talk.
my question for her, not even speaking to him, my question for her is, why is it that on one end people are like, oh no, she doesn't need anybody, but then you called Shanita and said, like Shanita said, my friend said she needed me and I came on the double. I showed up right away. Why did you need her? Why do you always need somebody? Why does somebody always need to come to your defense? What do you need defending for? Why can't you stand whatever it is you got going on? Why can't you stand in it? You want Destiny to stand in her stuff. You want Stormy to stand in hers. When y'all decide to attack Tisha for whatever, if you want to attack Tisha because of the way she talks, or because of the fact that Marcel be talking to her 10 ways from crazy, or whatever it is, when you decide to go at Tisha, Tisha got to stand in it by herself. When you decide to go at Kimmy, they've been riding on Kimmy about being a side chick. Kimmy had to stand in that alone. Why don't you ever have to stand in yours? Why do you always get to have someone to tag in to help you? Nobody else gets that luxury. Why do you get it? You always got to call on somebody. You called on Kiki. You tried to use Tisha. You tried to use Tiffany. You tried to use Destiny. You tried to use Stormy. And now we're on Shanita. You also tried to use Sunny. You tried to use anybody you could put in front of you so that person would have to talk to them before they could talk to you. Why is that?
That's true. That's true.
Because she's gonna say I'm Melody Holt. That's why I'm not Holt. Melody Sherry Rogers. Sorry, I keep mixing up her name.
And then when they said, like to me, when they said, oh, it's a girls' trip and Mel brought friends. If it's truly a girls' trip and Mel brought friends, Stormy has friends, Destiny has friends, every woman in that group has independent friends. If it's truly like that, every woman should have been able to bring a plus one, an independent friend, not Tisha bringing Destiny when Destiny was already coming because she's a part of the cast. Make it make sense.
I
Right.
don't think they should have done the girls trip. I know they did it because it's their job, but if she's saying it's a girls trip, y'all not really girls. Y'all not girlfriends. She
They
should
all
That's
hate each other.
she should
that's
just
true.
did the trip with Shanita and Mute Mouse.
Well, I said they should have done it and they should have surrounded Kimmy. It should have been about Kimmy beating cancer. Then that way it would
Oh
have made sense that all the women were there. Kimmy could have said, I don't give a damn about nobody's differences. All of you women are coming here to support me. Sunny is here because Sunny came and checked on me when I was going through cancer. Trish is here just because she's a girl. It's breast cancer. You know, hell, we about to be in October. It's about to be breast cancer awareness month. I just want every single woman on this cast here to support me because I beat cancer. So all of you ladies have to be here. That's the only reason we're all here together. It would have made sense. And then if Mel wanted to have her I'm Mel moment like she loves to have, she could have ordered the yacht, paid for the yacht. Then it would have been like, oh, Mel did her big one. She paid for something because she got it like that. That could have been Mel's big moment. But that would have been a reason for all the women to have been there, and it would have made sense. Then that way everybody would have been there and it would have been like we're celebrating Kimmy beating cancer. All the women, it's a girls' trip celebrating Kimmy beating cancer. Boom, it makes sense. There
That's too
you
much
go. Black women camaraderie.
that's too much positivity. They
Right.
were like, nah, we can't do that. No, no.
I'm
Not
kind of glad they did it the way they did it because at some point you got to hold some feet to the fire.
mm-hmm.
I think it would have been better if Shanita had not been there. That way they could have gotten more information, or could have gotten some leeway, because we're gonna all have conflict in life. But in conflict,
Hmm.
there has to be some type of resolve. And the issue with Love and Marriage Huntsville is there's never resolve on the side of
Right.
being Melanie's issues, right? So there was never. Kimmy was in good with the um, the the audience up until the reunion when they said that Mel was not a good friend. Remember all that? From that point
Yeah,
Hmm.
on,
I do.
they turned on Kimmy. So once they turned on Kimmy, I don't think having a trip and saying it's for Kimmy would have ever went over well because we know that Melly don't give a darn about Kimmy. Period. No matter how many flowers she sent her when she was sick or how she went over to visit her. She don't care nothing about that girl. And that's just the God honest truth. If she cared about it, she wouldn't have put her in a small room with 3 people. No way. And also they wouldn't have tried, production wouldn't have tried to make us believe that Stormi stayed in that house when Stormi brought Courtney and her child and they stayed in a resort. You know what I'm saying? This is the whole madness of the show.
So I gotta call it night, you guys. We reached 1 hour. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for letting me up. Good night,
No
guys.
problem. Definitely subscribe to their channel, you guys. I'll put. Let me see if I can. I think it's you're making your headache and Lady Row. Definitely subscribe to them. I'll do a live next week. And if anybody wants to join the panel, you can definitely message me or comment below in the once I post it on my community post. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a good weekend.